Bet you guys thought you saw the last of me. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. I'm Jordan, and it's 2020. Can you guys believe we made it? Sometimes I really can't believe that I made it. Not that I didn't think like I would make it in life or like make it alive this far, but I've never thought about the year 2020 like when I was a kid or like younger. So I just am it's kind of crazy that we're here. It's 2020. It feels like yesterday was 2008. So I guess I just kind of wanted to catch back up with you guys today. I think we're like the third Monday or the third week into January. And I kind of just wanted to tell you guys about what my New Year's goals or intentions are. I don't like using the term New Year's resolution because every time you tell someone you have a New Year's resolution, they're like, New Year's resolution? Like, why? So you can fail? Like, what are you going to do? Go to the gym? Eat healthier? Okay, like, first of all, even if I am going to go to the gym more and eat healthier, what's that to you? Why you gotta say something about it? People are always so like whatever about New Year's resolutions, but there really is something to be said about the fresh feeling of a new year and the hope that you really can accomplish certain things this year. And sometimes that is the boost and the motivation people need. And I mean, I think to hate on people for wanting to start something new in the new year, like, it's tough. The holidays are tough. Like, you're not really focused on your goals. The holidays are crazy. Like, listen, from Thanksgiving to New Year's Day, I got no idea. There's a lot going on. I'm not concerned about eating healthy, going to the gym. I'm concerned about whose gifts I gotta get, when Santa's coming. The malls are packed. Everybody you think would be nicer is meaner. But there's something about the new year that's just fresh. And, last year, January 1, 2019, I remember waking up feeling so fresh and literally fresh and clean. And I was like, I'm going to have the best year ever. Yeah, no, 2019 was not that year for me. It was great in a lot of ways, but it was also one of the most heartbreaking years of my life. And I know as you get older, years like that are more to come, and you can't let some things that have happened ruin your entire year. I mean, life is life, and everything is a growing experience, even if some things come too soon and some things are cut too short. And at the end of, I gotta say, I mean, I felt fresh and clean when I woke up January 1, 2019. Yeah, no, by April 1st, I was done for the year. I basically was like, yeah, we're not doing anything for this year. I'm not doing any of my goals. By the time I got to April 1, so much had happened to me in a negative way that I didn't really know what I was doing, what I was going to do with my life, like how to get through a day without being consumed by what had happened to me and the people I love and care about. And moving forward, as I coped and dealt and worked with my friends to, move forward, the year did get progressively better as it went on, although I didn't necessarily want to admit it at the time. I had my first full-time job with a bunch of great girls. Then I had to work with a psychopath, and I was literally living in a Lifetime movie, which I'm sure we'll dive into that in a video eventually, because that story is too wild not to tell. And then I went to Dubai, and that was amazing. It's such an amazing experience to really just go to the Middle East. And I was swimming in the Persian Gulf, and I slept in the desert, and I got to witness some amazing things that not everyone gets to see every day. After that, worked, enjoyed my summer, spent time with my family and my friends, because that became the most important thing to me last year. I truly realized the meaning of your family and your chosen family, which are your close friends, and how those people can really help you see where your faults are and help you see where to grow. And also 2019 was for me at the end kind of a lot about forgiveness in the sense of forgiving myself for a lot of things, things that weren't my fault that maybe I took on. I'm a feeler. Like I may not express it, but I feel a lot of things. And you know, I was so hard on myself that, you know, it just wasn't good. And I tried to, at the end, work forward to forgiving myself, and not only forgiving myself, but forgiving people who may have hurt me in the past, intentionally and unintentionally, and maybe not so like not forgiving them face to face, but just forgiving them in the sense that I've just let it go. There's so much going on in life. I've realized in 2019 that there's just small things that they don't matter. Friendships coming to an end for no reason, as sad as it is and heartbreaking as it is, you know, there's other things to worry about. And you know what? You want to worry about the people who are always going to be there for you, and the people who take care of you, and the people who want to be in your life. And I'm really lucky to have a lot of really good friends who've stuck by my side, even through times where I hadn't talked to them in weeks, months, because I couldn't talk to anyone. And a lot of people chose to stop being my friend and were like, oh, the hell with Jordan. And I mean, that's fine. And it kind of made it a little worse for me, but there was nothing at the time I could do to stop it because of just how I was feeling. And there's a lot of people who stayed around for me and helped me and reached out and weren't upset when I would reach out, even if it was after the fact. They weren't upset if I canceled plans or if I had to take a step back because I was, you know, struggling on a day-to-day basis. Because of everything that happened to me in 2019, my blogging was scarce, and I still had that voice, and people reached out to me and said, hey, when are you going to write again? You know, we want to hear you. We want to hear you. And like, it was so heartwarming and wonderful to see that some people, and some of these people weren't my best friends. They weren't people super close to me, but they were people who knew me and who did read my stuff. And, you know, they reached out to me, and that meant a lot. So I knew that my voice, although sometimes I think my voice is worth nothing, to some people it is. I mean, it's a brand new year. I'm nervous about this year because after last year, I don't know what to expect. And that's a good thing because you shouldn't know. And you know what? It's like when people have a life plan. You should have life goals, but don't have a plan because life happens and your plan will never work to a T. So with that, I wanted to share with you guys my 2020 goals and intentions. And I'm going to tell you guys this now. I know it's like the third week of January, the second full week, but third like week of January. If you haven't made goals yet or really sat down and thought about them, or like you were on the fence about doing them, because I know some people don't like to do goals at the beginning of the year, sit down and do them. It's not about, it doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm going to do this in 2019, or oh, I'm going to cut this out or this out. Just having goals. Like everyone should have goals in general, you know, like you should have your 1, 5, and 10-year goals. And this is a good time to reset your 1-year goals. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into my 2020 goals and intentions. Okay, so I have a handful, and there's definitely some I'm missing, and then the last one is a little broad, but I think my last one you guys will be able to relate with and really see the value in it and kind of want to take it on yourself. So, but we'll save the best for last. So my first one mainly is stop eating unnecessary fast food. So goal and intention number 2. I work for a French company, and I just think I've always wanted to go to Paris, and Parisian and French culture is so beautiful. And I downloaded Duolingo to learn French, and I was doing really well with it, and then I kind of tapered off because of the holidays. I would love to go to Paris and speak French to people, even just like a little bit, just to like order a croissant, get a latte, look at the Eiffel Tower. It's very cliche, but I would love to do it. So yes, I'm gonna really try with my French on Duolingo. So next has to do with all of this. I'm gonna be putting out a YouTube video once a week. I originally want to do 3 times a week. I will fail at that goal, and then I will just never do it again. I wanted to try twice a week, and I really hope I could work up to twice a week by the midpoint of this year. So maybe by like the end of June into July, I would really like to start doing 2 videos a week, but I don't want to overwhelm myself right now because I'm the type where I pack everything on and then I'm like, oh, I'm done. And I just drop it all off instead of just continuing it at a pace that I can actually sustain. So I'm really going to be doing a YouTube video once a week. Hopefully, I'll be able to build that up. So kind of expect me, I'm thinking Mondays, you just start your week off with me. Or maybe Wednesdays, I don't know yet. Let's see what day I post this. I'll kind of tell you, give you a clue. And so something that's another good like personal wellness one that I think everyone should have is drinking more water. I want to try to drink a half to 3/4 of a gallon of water a day. As my goal. If I could get to a full gallon, that's great. My sister got everyone in my family these amazing water bottles for Christmas, and this is a quart, so obviously 1/4 of a gallon, so 4 of these equals a gallon. And like I've done it before in a day. Like if I drink, like if I finish my first 2 by 12 and then like I have the rest of the day to kind of chill, I can definitely get it done. Actually, I talk a lot and I'm thirsty and I love it. It keeps everything cold. My sister got me the straw attachment because you know what? It is easier to drink it through a straw, and like, yeah, wrinkles, whatever. I use a retinol, but you know, when you have to like with a swell bottle, unscrew the swell bottle and like, I don't want to be doing that. I just want to pick up my thing and drink because you know what? I'm friggin' lazy, and people are lazy. We gotta make shit easy, okay? Like, don't, you know, you have a good goal. Don't make it hard on yourself. Do it. So yes, drink more water. I think everyone should anyway. Next would be for me, I want to spend more time in nature and hike more. You know, I grew up up by the Appalachian Mountains, and just, it's beautiful up there, and I love to hike. And this past year, I only went hiking like once. My boyfriend and I went hiking, and we were like not speaking by the end of the hike because we decided to do some wild like 8-mile loop hike. The Stairway to Heaven Trail in New Jersey. We went up that mountain. We went through a cow pasture. It was wild. But it was great. We saw some bears. That was fun. But that was the only time I went hiking, and I really wanted to go hiking this year. I love nature, and like I honestly might take off on Earth Day just to go hike, like dedicated day to hiking. Also want to meditate more. I used to meditate every single day for at least 5 minutes a day, and I like, again, my life has become so hectic that like the thought of even taking 5 minutes to meditate has like killed me. Like I just can't do it, and I want to though. I know it's good for me, and I know I need it. I have spent probably hundreds of dollars on crystals in my entire life. I love crystals. I love crystal healing. I'm very into it with meditating. And you know what? Got to put those crystals to good use. And I have so many crystal Bibles and everything, and I need them. I love them. They're wonderful. I think everyone should have a good crystal on them. I want to also, because as I've, you know, mentioned in this entire video, I'm tired. I'm tired. I want to sleep. Yeah. So I'm going to be going to bed on time now. I have like the alarm on my phone that's like the bedtime thing, says, hey, you should go to bed. And I'm like, hey, yeah, I will. And I don't. And I need to go to bed because I'm tired. So I'm going to start staying on track for my bedtime schedule, which is 11 o'clock. But I kind of want to move it up to 10:45. And yeah. Then my last thing is that I want to do good things. And what I mean by that is kind of an umbrella term. Like, I just kind of want to live my life in a better, more sustainable way. I've cut out almost all of my dairy that I intake, and I've kind of switched over to oat milk, which is much creamier than almond milk. It's actually much more sustainable than almond milk. And I feel good drinking it, and I feel good knowing that I'm doing good things. And I'm also lactose intolerant, even though I still sometimes eat cheese and it makes me want to kill myself. But yeah, so I want to do that, and I want to start shopping thrift more and secondhand, because you know what, you can get really nice things, or sometimes still brand new things that just have been previously owned but never worn. You know, same thing too is like, you know, people want to say vegan this, vegan that, don't buy fur. I completely understand that, but when you go and you buy vegan leather and vegan clothes, it's just plastic, and it just fills up landfills, and it's just as bad. So like, you know what, instead of buying brand new vegan items, how about secondhand buying fur, leather, and stuff like that? That way, like, you're decreasing the demand in the regular market, but the thrift market picks up, and you're recycling, and you're basically doing good. I'm trying to recycle more. I'm trying to, you know, unplug everything and not have everything plugged in all the time. I'm trying to air dry my hair more so I don't have to use as much electricity. I'm trying to, you know, I want to pick up garbage off the ground. I want to go to the beach this summer and just pick up trash. I've always wanted to do this, and I think I'm gonna actually do it this year and get my cousins to come with me, is just walk along LBI, which is in New Jersey, and just pick up trash. Also, stop being littering, for Christ's sake. Yeah, so like kind of like, it's just do good things. It's an umbrella term. I just want to be a better person. I want to put my best foot forward and my best self out there, because, you know, some people are struggling. Some people might be mean to you on the street, but you don't know what they're going through. And even a small smile or a little piece of kindness can go a long way. And I really just want to start bringing some good into this world that I feel like has so much bad right now. All right, so those are my 2020 goals and intentions. Yeah, like I said, it's not too late to do your own, you know, get it forward. Even if it's just, if they're selfish ones, if they're not selfish ones, do things for yourself. Like, and you know what? You don't have to tell anybody about them. Keep them to yourself if you want. Like, sometimes a goal could be embarrassing, and like going to the gym, or like, you know, sometimes a goal can be embarrassing for someone, even though it's going to be good for you in the long run. Just telling people about it can be very nerve-wracking. Also, though, I will say, when I tell people my goals, I do feel like, you know, oh, I told all these people I was going to do this, so like I have to kind of do it. So that's kind of how I feel about goals. So that's why I kind of wanted to do this, because I haven't really been good at keeping any of these so far, except for the water drinking, no fast food, and that's about it. So I feel like now that I've shared it with you guys, I feel like I can go forward and I can actually like achieve these goals, because like now you're all watching me, and I feel like in a month they're gonna be like, Jordan, have you been doing your fast food? Jordan, have you been drinking your water? Have you been practicing your French? And I want to be able to say, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna work on these things, and I will see you guys soon.